Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to not Shin Megami Tensei. We finished it yesterday. We have been grinding for 2 hours and eventually we killed the big boss. Now, I decided to not start something new today and just play chill roguelike. You know, just to have a nice, fun stream. And of course, unless you really like this game and then I'll play it again, I'm considering maybe starting playing Darkest Dungeon next week, or unless someone has something else they want to see me play. This is Have a Nice Day. I played it before. I decided to restart the game completely just so I can play it again on stream, and also because I forgot the controls and how to be a badass. Because I used to be a badass at this game and then I forgot everything. Anyways, let's start. I must say, the graphics in this game is so good. I love this game. It's so cute. It's so charming. I love this intro. It's so good. Death Incorporated. For a long, long time, Death walked alone with no place to call home. Back then, he didn't even keep a log to track his victims. It was a time of adventure, where the line between passion and professionalism was quite thinly drawn. This changed when Death met Jacob, and they realized they needed somewhere to house his colossal forge. Then, they had to delegate to a handful of spectral staff using the clock's power. The company first began to take shape in the crypt of an abandoned cathedral somewhere in Europe. Okay, let's go. You can't just make it up as you go along, you know. We have a well-established procedure. What you have to do is... Oh, why is it the CEO himself? Excellent timing, sir. All hell's broken loose. Brad has decided to let the souls in without proper inspection. All of our departments are overwhelmed, as am I. Arrgh. Try to argue with your associate souls, please. Welcome back, Mr. CEO, and have a nice death. Patrick, the receptionist. Patrick Thuggins was the victim of a terrible prank at the company he worked at while he was alive. Blind as a bat, someone stole his glasses for a laugh, and poor old Patrick unwittingly overcooked his favorite dish at the company restaurant. He remembered to pierce the lid with a fork, but accidentally heated it in the nuclear reactor instead of the microwave. Oof. Hey boss! So, ready to get the Death Inc. house in order? Just don't go spraining anything right at the start, eh? Ready for the warm-up? I want to hear those bones cracking. Chop chop! Whoop! Yep, let's keep going. Oh, fuck! Ah, Claude! Solary. Solary works as money on Death Inc. in order to pay for services and earn means of production. The Quarter Boom created Solary leaks, so you can find them throughout the company. Spend your Solary at Mark's shop to buy healing items, weapons, and extra spares, or spend it at the control room where Jacob can improve your equipment. Also, I don't remember who Jacob is. I think Jacob is the guy who is obsessed with coffee. The Scythe. Anywhere death goes, the scythe follows. The two are inseparable. It is the physical incarnation of Death's supreme power, and Death alone can wield it. This legendary weapon can cut through time, space, and the elements. Legend has it, this scythe gives off the most awful, nauseous gases, can summon lightning, and even make a nice cup of black coffee from copy luwak beans, all at a snap of a skeletal fingers. The Cloak. Since the beginning, and for some timelines the end, Death has worn a black hooded robe, also known as the mantle in some parts of the world. But as the saying goes, the clothes do not make the man, since most men don't go around with scythes harvesting other souls. The cloak has the ability to turn into just about anything, although it definitely has a preference for destructive weapons and becoming invisible. Enter. Bah! Better. Pitbook. Pitbook, the company's codex, its heart and soul. The codex has gone by many names. The Book of Doors, the Book of the Void, and the Tale of the Final Passage. It is a remarkable work that contains answers to all of the universe's unfathomable questions. On condition that the subject holds a certain degree of interest for the book. It contains everything you need to know about occultism, magical disciples, and the flavor of doctorates. It's not a particularly serious book, which is why it's not surprising to see the following on its inside cover. The top 100 stupidest deaths, or anyone who reads this will die soon. No, seriously. Never forget you love money! Tell. Behemoth. We all have bad days at work, and Death particularly hates when people take him for an idiot. Edward B. Hammer, for example, was one of the mail department's best managers, but he had an annoying tendency to push the envelope a bit too far. If a colleague was talking too loudly, rather than simply asking them to quiet down a bit, he would jump straight to headbutting them. He was big into body language. Bonk! Ghost. Ghosts are the very bottom of Death Inc.'s company hierarchy. These minions are more commonly referred to as the seasonal workers who, like their colleagues created by the Sorrows, are not subject to Death Inc.'s undead worker labor agreement. In that case, what are they even doing here? To boost numbers in all departments without exceptions. Bonk! Frenzy, yeah. I need to remember the controls, I don't remember shit. Ah, that sucks. You have injured bots. Look to do. No need to worry. Harriet's here. Take this anima. Anima. Yeah, that's pretty much just tutorial. And the stele. Destroy a stele to reveal its contents. A shape-shifting variant for your cloak, a spell. It will also help your game progress because you could find an improved weapon. Lithomancy is a powerful method of preserving work equipment and making sure it stays fresh, so to speak. Magic Stone remains the material of choice for weathering any event. Only Death has the power to break the official seal of Death Inc., which locks a stele. Consume an anima to heal all your injuries. Injuries are degraded. Yeah. Excellent, boss! You have really shaped up. Well done. Let's not forget, though, so far you've only trained with my friends. They've gone easy on you since they owe me a coffee. So from now on, it's the real thing. Keep your wits about you, got it? Yeah, very well. Next time we're going to skip the tutorial, thank goodness. Yeah, give it your all, boss. Harriet, business coach. Great to the power of the end, distant second cousin of Death, Harriet could have taken up a similar career, but she instead opted to try her luck at the 1998 Extreme Olympic Games before passing away in a dramatic, hand-gliding javelin throwing competition. Where does she get all her energy from? Jerry claims she drinks really sugary coffee when nobody's looking, and Orville thinks she is propped up by cybernetic prostheses that kick in when she starts to flag. Harriet has another explanation: pure talent. Pyroghost. Ghosts are not usually capable of expressing emotions other than boredom or indifference, but there are some exceptions. For example, after repeating the same mundane tasks over and over again, hundreds of times, they can begin to feel frustrated. This results in devastating flames erupting from the tired faces, which is never a good sign, magically speaking. Yeah, ingots. Wait, up. I think we will find any secret rooms here. Hey Pyroli, how you doing? Yes, it's no head because it's a one-off stream. You know, just to chill until next stream. And I think by next stream we will think about a new head. Anyways, how you doing, buddy? It's one of stream, so no hat. We don't have the... We don't have the... I woke up at 4 p.m. o'clock when I went to sleep at 10 p.m. last night. Damn. I guess you're just very tired, which is understandable and okay. Short coffee. Despite all the recycling campaigns at Death Inc., the maintenance team keeps finding cups full of coffee dregs. Or even espressos, which deliver healing to whoever dares drink them. Yes, they're lying around on the floor, but honestly, what's the harm in drinking a coffee when you have a whole extra day of labor ahead of you? Wait, we have the flying book. Binders, paper charts, photo organization charts, ancient folders, nothing escapes what Patrick calls the atrocious curse of bitter documentation, or ACBD for short. If a document isn't consulted often enough, it comes to life and takes vengeance for its negligence. Spokesmen. All multinationals have specific departments, which are defined according to a hierarchy. Ghosts, like all other employees and minions at Death Inc., have their superiors. They are known as the spokesmen, to highlight their managerial qualities, namely violence and a complete lack of subtlety. It also might have been the 1.5 liters of cider I drank, or 2 beers, or bottle of... Yeah, could be. Yeah, definitely the cup of tea. Absolutely the cup of tea. It's like here, we blame the hummus. If we are feeling unwell, nah, it doesn't matter what we eat, it's the hummus. But honestly, good sleep always sounds good. I've also been tired lately. Best drinking an empty stomach. No, an empty stomach, it will just make you sick, not tired, I think. Don't forget, boss, each weapon or spell has a different frenzy. L to N, yeah, I know, Harriet. Stop repeating everything, Harriet, it's really getting on my nerves. I was there for the tutorial, remember? Yes, you might say that, but then you don't always listen. Yikes. Like, she's not wrong, but yikes. Thirsty. Elegant Val contained highly pressurized lifesteal. This is one of the Dread Suri's favorite way of doing surprise inspections among employees of Death Inc. The substance is a subtle chemical composition approved by the Thirsty, or Inadvertent Ruin Service, a very reassuring administrative body, in other words. But yeah, drinking on an empty stomach just makes you sick, not tired, I think. Also need to keep eye on secret rooms. Just try to stay hydrated. Fire arrow. During his studies at the old Cornell University, there where undead entities learned to bend space and time to their own will, Death picked up his first pit book, in which he enters all his arcane creations. The first of this concept became the Fire Arrow spell. The spell really turns up the heat on the battlefield. Nobody cares about the tutorial. Oh, misclick! Osha! I love Mr. Osha. I got packs of Capri-Sun. Yo! Capri-Sun is great. Capri-Sun is amazing. Ah, sir, you finally decided to step out of your office. Work at that thing goes on with or without you. I'll spare you my own thoughts on the matter. Your absence hasn't stopped the sorrows from going above and beyond. We've got our work cut out. Curses, for example, if you can remember. Assaulting an employee costs the company money. Millions too, when it comes to it. Curses can help with that. Look. Oh, this game is unironically amazing. The characters, the names, the jokes, it's really good. Let's see. Lock swish, launches an axe. Yes. Predictable? Have an awful day, sir. I love Osha. Mr. Osha, Health and Safety Inspector. Tony Osha has never once smiled in his whole life, and he's not about to start now. Well, okay, he does smile sometimes, but only on those rare occasions when his natural cynicism bears witness to the irony of a truly scathing situation. Like when a colleague finds themselves locked in the copy room for days. Yeah, that definitely sounds like something Osha would do. Next, Solary Deposit. I also love elevator music. Watch out, boss! Action! Reaction! It's me again! Oh, Harriet, I thought I'd gotten rid of you. Don't look so down, boss. You will love what I'm about to tell you. You've earned a golden anima. Fantastic! Yes, I know. Golden animals give you a pure heal. They heal injuries and they restore full HP. Yada yada yada. Yes, but you will have noticed that when you already have 3 blue animals, the next one you collect will fuse with one of them to become golden. Pro tip, boss: a tail press of the L1 consumes blue one. A long press to consume a golden one, both supple and strong. Okay. You. It looks like a place that would have a secret. Quantum Solary. That's a long one. Death Inc. is experimenting with the ancestral sciences, necrobiology, spectrology, and new areas of R&D, such as quantum physics, which has the potential to be immensely profitable. Orville, who is a huge fan of physicist Schrödinger, recently discovered the quantum solary, which really improves the field of possibilities. Theoretically speaking, there is a saying among great scientists that the better you understand quantum physics, the worse you understand quantum physics. We're not going to try explain how solary boosted by the unstable ectoplasmic quantum flux increases in value. However, it is good to know that a brutal interaction with the environment can destroy this field of possibilities and release anything contained within. It is therefore recommended that, once you get your hands on it, you're extremely careful and make sure to bring it to the drawer provided for this purpose in each elevator to extract any wealth. Costly work for a long-term return on investment. Ow! Rude! No, Wait, what? A little points card that you can fill up when you anger your colleagues. Let's just say that at Death Inc., Rage cards always fill up very, very quickly. In fact, just picking up dropped cards can fill your friend's bar, perfect for instantly triggering a rage. Sword! His sword. Death is a real history buff, though he doesn't like to admit it or even talk about it. But just one look at his magnificent collection of trophies will tell you all you need to know about his interest in history's most noteworthy characters and events. Medieval times were a non-stop procession of alliances and epic sagas, and Death took rare delight in the idea of welcoming Eleanor of Aquitaine to the land of the dearly departed. Ah, no, ah! There is a secret here, but I can't open! Oh, I need to open. Give me golden animas! Anyone, please, golden animas! Please? No? Anyone? Please? I hate it when I miss a secret. But damn, I need to remember how to get good. A bonk. Bees. A large number of employees and minions at Death Inc. might not believe it, but the bees are, strictly speaking, the same as those found at the surface. They aren't actually living dead bees. Death decided to include some in his magical arsenal due to their high potential to deliver stinging attacks. In exchange for their help, Death provides them with interchangeable magic stingers. What can you give me the water? I have the hiccup. Oh wait, never mind, I have water. Badger got the hiccups. Hey, Badger from Oz. Thank you for coming. Have a nice sleep. Well, it's important for them to have a fighting chance at a peaceful life in the great beyond. Oh, now I'm getting the animas. Thank you. Secrets, 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 no secrets. I can't believe I missed one secrets. Let's go for equipment storage. Secrets. Oh, it's a mini boss, I think. Oh no, it's not a mini boss. Secrets? Secrets? Anyone? Secrets, please? No secrets. Javelin. Laurentius' war-hungry soul is proud to have earned its place in a weapon summoned by the cloak. Each new sprint week is a new opportunity to hone its skills. Since the end of the Middle Ages, the spear has been training to replicate the approach speed and thrust style of the halberds wielded by the belligerents in the Burgundian Wars. This is easier said than done when you are a javelin, since it involves throwing your weight forward as if your pike were shaped like an axe-head. Nevertheless, the Shakespeare actually does a pretty good job of it. That spear knows how to shear. It's funny because Shakespeare was a guy who died. That ended up way more morbid, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Shakespeare, he's the dude who existed and then he died. Sucks for him. Oh, it really is a pleasure to see you again, boss. They've made an awful mess up there, haven't they? Take some guts to get involved, I'll say that much. Anyway, perhaps you would like to browse my wares as a little distraction. Mark, food truck driver, company snack manager. When he was alive, Mark used to work on a cool TV show bringing science to the masses. That's where he developed this particularly friendly way of talking to his customers. He drove the truck that served as a backdrop to the shows. A funny guy who was always ready with a wink and a joke or two. Let's see. Shockwave. Shockwave. This course is a mere child's play. The sorcerer focuses all their mental abilities and then releases their spiritual energy in a single wave. The burst launches an energy wave that sweeps out in a large circle around the sorcerer. Death proved to be particularly good at this one. They do say hot-headed people tend to be a bit quicker at mastering this particular skill. I'll take this, just to sell it. Ah, not enough money for Osha. Hey, Claude. Yeah, good day to you too, Claude. Listen, please accept my humblest apologies. I didn't know the tutorial procedure had changed. It was degrading for you. Quiet. Yes, but I'm not sure if a leotard is the best solution here. It's very good of you to take it in such a good humor, though. Claude, accounting assistant. When he was alive, Claude Isco. Oh, Claude Isco. Disco. I just got it. Disco. Because there's a disco ball for a head. Worked as a credit analyst for a small company that made stage costumes. Its biggest client was a drag queen production company. After 30 years of loyal accounting service, far removed from the glitz and glamour, Claude ended up passing away during his very own retirement party. The mirror ball hanging over the dance floor came loose and landed smack bang in the middle of his skull. Nowadays, his grave is a constant wash of hundreds of colors, and his epitaph, a perfect reflection of who he was. May you find your way to Paradisco. Amen! We love Claude. We truly love Claude. Claude is best boy. Harriet! Hall of Eternity. Understandably, the Hall of Eternity makes an appearance in a lot of earthly folklore, because it marks the entrance to the immaterial world of the great beyond. Of course, after eons of war, pandemics, and all sorts of catastrophes on the surface, it has lost some of its shine. Not that death cares one jot about that. As far as is concerned, the hall looks exactly as you'd expect it to. A functional space in which to carry out administrative work. Before you interview with Brad, you have to hear me out. It's very important. Surely you noticed that when you eliminated certain minions, you collected an anima orb. Yes, anima heal injuries, blah blah blah. I'm not complete senile yet. Hey, don't take it the wrong way, please. We're just covering our bases. As we were saying, animas heal your injuries, and injuries are the grayed out part of your HP, you see? Thanks, Harriet, I got it. I can handle it from here. As you wish, the ball is in your court, boss. Brad! What the hell is happening here, Brad? Where did all these souls come from? What's it to you? Who are you anyway, with your mummified boomer face? Ow! Oh, can we take down Brad on the first try? Ah! There we go! First try! Sorry, Chief, didn't recognize you, so, we good? I'm gonna kill him. Back to your post, filter the arrivals, hurry up. Hashtag got it, retweet if you're pissed your boss is back. And put that cell phone away. Mod, remember how many times it took me to take, it took me until I took down Brad the first time I played this game? Let's see, where is Brad? Brad, head of security. A nice tie, a black suit that rivals the boss's own clock in terms of class and darkness. Brad is a perfect fit for his job, deciding which souls can cross the eternal threshold of Death Inc., and which should be ejected with a well-aimed kick up the backside, because their time has not yet come. He loves being a gargoyle because it gives him the clout he needs to kick ghosts' butts. At Vitam Ultra. Once the vital essence has been refined to its max, it is marked with Ultra, the sign of top quality for a product of this nature. The souls have got a hold of this Ad Vitam reserves, no doubt to short-circuit deaths, personally regaining control of the company. Ooh. Gain counterparty. That's cool. Or gain retrain. I mean, we don't have much HP, but we will manage. The break room. As shocking as it may, justifiably, seems to a lot of workers from competitors' companies, the break room is actually quite a recent addition to Death Inc. Jerry, the employees' union rep, had to put a lot of pressure on the work council to get it set up. He argued that being able to take breaks in the workplace not only improved productivity, but it was also one of the fundamental and irreducible rights of employees, just like cheap coffee and more premiums. Hey, Mr. CEO, be very careful when taking your lunch break. I think someone is shamelessly raiding the fridge. Are you saying that sometimes your lunch disappears? Yes. I can't believe it. Do they think the fridge stocks up automatically when they take something out? Well, it sure doesn't. When the fridge is empty, that's it. And no poor sap is going to keep paying to stock it up. Nobody thinks you're a sap, Patrick. Come on. Nothing in the fridge. The fridge is full of snacks that may well do you good. Plus, they're the tastiest flavor of all. Free. The first time at least. To refill the fridge with other tasty snacks, you'll need to pay for them with your own salary. If you choose not to take the snack that's offered, you'll see a different one the next time you go to the break room. But beware, prices increases as you go. No, but I've had enough. That awful junk is always in the fridge. Why won't anyone take it? You could do it yourself, Jerry, instead of complaining. You bet I will. I'll use this cover. It's so gross. I won't touch it with my... What? It has eyes. It's looking at me. It's looking at me. Grab your phone and film it. It's so ugly. Hang on, boss. Is that really you? Wow, what a bold new look. I remember you being taller and scarier. This is definitely different. Hey, Offer, how you doing? I imagine you haven't shown much interest in management's reports, but there have been some alarming going on recently. For example, the Soros have now decided to ignore your old rules and are simply doing as they please. All departments are feeling the strain. Another weekend failure, so to speak. Jerry, administrative technician, union rep. A complainer, a bit of a lazy bones, provocative and quick to anger, Jerry is practically part of the furniture at Death Inc. He's a wild employee who knows how to get through to management by browbeating them just the right amount until he gets what he wants. He is often accused of being a big slacker, which really annoys him. Nevertheless, he is one of the only ones to put his colleagues' well-beings first and to enforce work-life balance at Death Inc. He would rather describe himself as the last bastion of making the least effort. Amen, Jerry. Give me some health. Oh. Oh. Anima Fountain. A recent addition to the company's equipment, fountains are a source of anima, which comes as a welcome pleasure after hectic meetings. Beware, prices increase as you go. Mark regrets passing the salary margin on to customers, but at least in his place the price of Anima line isn't soaring. Okay, let's go to Industrial Pollution Department. Da-da-da. Industrial Pollution Department. The Industrial Pollution Department can be found on one of the most highly renovated floors of the company's buildings. A great many modifications have been carried out over the years. This is due to the fact that the various energy industries have actually only existed on Earth since the end of the 19th century. Prior to this, the department was primarily subcontracted out to help those departments responsible for mental and physical illness. All that changed once Death became aware of environmental unrest on Earth. Boss, welcome to the Industrial Pollution Department. So, yeah, it smells like syrup here. Mr. Grimes has increased the minions' work pace by at least 89%. I scheduled a meeting between the two of you, but... oh, crap. I stepped in boom oil again. Lobby. The Industrial Pollution Department is a treasure trove of magical and chemical anomalies. Many of the CEO's necromantic creations have been modified to be better fit for Gordon Grimes' factory project. Blobbies make up the bulk of the team of mutant workers working under the Sorrows. And I died. At least I didn't die to bread. Rest in paperwork. I love this song. Death, CEO and co-founder of Death Incorporated. This entity has created from the deepest void, and the person known as Death has been around since the dawn of time. Many people suggest that such a role may be better attributed to a woman. However, in keeping with the usual interpretations of the character in popular fiction, Death prefers to identify as a man. His work in the universe started out as a small family business, peacefully reaping souls after soul, in the time-honored tradition of ancient passing rites. Those were the good old days. Back then, Death didn't worry about mundanities such as turnover or outsourcing. CEO's office. Where it all ends, this is the nickname Death Inc.'s employees have bestowed upon the CEO's office. Despite the countless number of complex criteria customers all have to meet to have a nice death, the final decision ultimately belongs to Death himself. He has to give his authorization, approving their damnation with his enchanted seal, and muttering a short solemn phrase that is known to him and him alone, but recently monotony has crept into the usual protocol. Employees from Death's closest circle are permitted to come and go in the CEO's office as they please. Joe realized he was wasting too much time talking to Jocelyn in the morning, so he got permission to set up an area of the large office to store all his statistical data collection instruments. That doesn't care. He is long past caring about protocol. He hasn't even tried to figure out how Pump Queen, his lowly intern, manages to move freely throughout this most private and top secret floor of Death Inc. The VIP room. Come on, boss! On a scale of 0-5, how on fire are you? I would say 2.2.5, or perhaps a toasty 3. Then let's crank the thermometer up to 10. Come on, let's bake in your brand new weight room. Why don't you give us the guided tour? Hey, hang on a second. Have you turned my old torture chamber into a gym? Don't you think that's going a bit too far? Waste not, want not, boss. The new room is designed for you to train with the equipment you've chosen to invest in. Each time you buy a scythe, clock weapon, or even a spell from Joe, you can come straight here to try it out on my assistant. Ta-da! Claudie! Don't worry, this time it's all above board. Claude has consented to being your sparring partner. I've trained him to steel himself against your attacks. So don't be afraid to really let loose. Don't forget to stay 100% corporate, 100% disco. Disco, yeah. The Twinsy is my favorite. I definitely love the Twinsy. Yes, alright, I'll be careful with your shirt. And your moccasins. Claude's damn soul must have gotten lost somewhere along the way. Either that, or he wasn't ready to hang up his calculator just yet. So he sent his resume to Death Inc. as soon as he heard the accounting department was hiring. He wasn't offered the position right away because Claude's soul showed up to the interview without his head. His torso, arms and legs floated in all by themselves. The level of administrative confusion was dantesque because nobody knew whether it might just be a simple ghost who had decided to work their way into the Death Inc. workforce. Innovation, inspiration, architecture, art, passion, imminence. Reverend, I just wanted to talk to you about... Silence! You're breaking her concentration. No, it doesn't work like that at all. You have interrupted her focus. She is displeased with you. Why have you designed to interrupt her? Can we talk business and discuss the Office of Innovation, Reverend? Once and for all? Undoubtedly, but remember that her works of art are not yours to place wherever you like. You must also honor the terms of each order in gold. In ingots. Good grief. Well, at least you have your head screwed on. Okay, let's get spooky pumpkins. Because we love spooky pumpkins. Office Reno. Invest your gold ingots with Muriel the Reverend, Death Inc.'s affiliate artist, to renovate the different areas of your offices. Just so you know, though, you can't place the pieces you purchase wherever you like. The artist decides where they will be displayed in advance. And nobody dares argue with her. Don't count on a friends and family discount either. Distribig 462. Distribig made a fortune equipping business in the great beyond with the sort of machine. Thingamajigs that are much too electronically complicated, to be honest. Even Orville, who dabbles a little in this, is adamant. You have to resign yourself to the whims of Machine 462. If you're lucky, you'll get a pleasant surprise. When spending money on blue anima, a prismium, a golden anima, solary, 2 blue anima, and a large coffee. Please note that you may get nothing. If not, well, boom. Muriel, artist, painter, and performer. On Earth, Miss Muriel the Reverend, not despite the excellent research abilities of Death Inc., Inc.'s archive team, we are unable to confirm whether that's actually a real name or perhaps some fanciful nom de plume. Was a highly controversial artist who caused quite a stir in the gossip rags wherever she went. Each of her works was so controversial that they all, without fail, ended up causing some sort of argument. While intellectuals came to blows on TV sets, Muriel simply went on smiling her enigmatic smile. Her rare contributions were limited to a few maxims of her own creation, which proved to be as cryptic as they were convoluted. Oh, boss, I'm so pleased to see you. And you've got your pitbook with you. Isn't it adorable? Did you know your pitbook notes everything down for you? Just press this button and you're done. It really is very cute, but I don't really like the way it's looking at me. Quinn, production and management intern. Ever since childhood, Pump has been a big fan of Death's career. The room at their parents' house is plastered with posters of Death Inc.'s founder at the height of his power. It also contains a collection of merchandise of all types, from most common to the rarest of limited edition collector's items. A graduate of the Sepulchral School of Eternal Vanity Management, SSEVM, Pump had their sights set on an internship at Death Inc. Thanks to a lot of determination and insistence, Pump found a place managing the agenda of Death himself. The news made it the second greatest day of their known life. Ah, we love Pump Queen. Boss. Good morning, or evening, whatever, not important. The stores are out of control. Quarters have risen astronomically. I'll spare the details. You got a few ingots to spend? Let's do this real quick before I kick the bucket. Oh, and how is your house, that family house life? Yeah, we do upgrades. Joe, office manager. This is what happens when you drink too much black coffee. In fact, the coffee Joe drinks is now so strong, it once got him in a chokehold. Well, not the coffee itself, of course, but rather the sugar lump he likes to dip it in it to warm himself up. Since he's incapable of focusing on anything for longer than a second, he accidentally mixed up his usual cube of sugar with a store cube that expired 3 years ago. Stop and double stamp. Good for you. Good for you, Joe. Joe is fine. Hang on, what is that? Surprise, Mr. CEO, sir! I'm delighted to announce that Miss Muriel the Reverend is working on an evolving pictorial series. Come now, and did Muriel provide any information about her work? Ah, yes, of course, Mr. CEO, sir, this time. Her subject is the wondrousness of work. Apparently, she was inspired by her brush with burnout. The more difficult it is, the more epic and representative of the hard work you do her creations become. This is the Breakdown series. Note that the contrast between the richness of the sculptural altar and the simplicity of this barely scribbled upon post-it, fascinating. Breakdown series. Each time you successfully complete a run, you will be given the chance to turn the difficulty up a notch. Oh. And this is my favorite character, the elevator. Boss! Well, I sure am glad to see you again. Yes, it's so nice to catch up, but let's skip the small talk, shall we? In accordance with Bulletin B66, you may not access the elevator until you sign the form. Don't make that face, rules are rules, so let's go. I love Jocelyn, she's genuinely the best character. We are on Jocelyn's fan club, all of us. Jocelyn, Flux Logistics Manager. Jocelyn began her career as the second ever Death Inc. employee. She was hired right after the cloak. Can you believe it? She was initially hired as the Hourglass, but her formidable efficiencies soon saw her rising through the ranks. The CEO promoted her to the role of Water Clock. And then, after numerous negotiations during which Jocelyn demonstrated her hunger to succeed, she became Flux Logistics Manager. In plain English, this means her essence controlled the network of Death Inc.'s elevators. It goes without saying that she is single-handedly the heart and soul of the whole company. Well, although she is a bit scary, Jocelyn has always put this trait to good use. Thanks to the right training and the big smile, your elevator phobia is now a thing of the past. And we love Jocelyn, she's amazing! I'll explain to you one more time, Pump, so listen up. A prismium can be used to find out. Yeah. Tutorial. Yeah, tutorial. I'll manage. Badger manages. Badger manages. Oh! This looks cool. The cloak deals +5 bonus damage. Sure. Let's go on the intriguing floor. I hate the intriguing floor. I think it depends on the type of the intriguing floor. Oh. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, I always suck at those. Hazardous floor. Stop interacting and listen to the whole explanation. It's utterly hopeless. Nothing. It's impossible for me to take anything you're saying seriously, Mr. Techie. You're claiming that animals are well... Yeah. Shut up. We are looking for the secret rooms. But we need animals. I think only golden animals can open rooms. Explosion. Spell's entry is covered in post-it notes, staples, and bookmarks of various colors. These aren't for decoration. It's better to avoid touching the pit book unless you have permission to do so. For one, the adorable book might take a chunk out of you, and for another, there is a high chance you will unwittingly cause an explosion. Okay, it's a small explosion. Animals! I just need to find the secret room. Which could be, by the way, anywhere. Manager's office, W. Hung. Oh, yeah. Mr. Hung. Okay, I thought I saw something, but I guess I'm mistaken. Wait, maybe secret room? No. Give me some secret rooms! Easy peasy. Bye, Mr. Hung. Will Hung, budgetary inspection Thanager. One time, one might assume Will is the dead body hanging from the knot tied from the rope. He finds this assumption infuriating because Will Hung is the rope. He had the same problem back when he worked with the dockers in the land of the living, and Will hated when they confused him with someone else. He allegedly tried to make himself stand out by strangling some of his mortal colleagues, which earned him his place at Death Inc. Unfortunately for him, the situation didn't improve once he started working for the company. It's like Dagger, see or Orville. Hey, Omer, how you doing? Dun, dun. What's possible you have absolutely got to try this? Oh, yeah. Shut up. I need to you to recommend a game to you so much. I'm listening. Have you heard about Fear and Hunger? Yes. I'll say it already. Yes and no. But I heard about a new game that looks really cool about Slovakia. I saw someone play today. It looks hilarious. And I kind of want to play it. Because it's like Fear and Hunger, but I don't know, more humorous. Look, I'm a sore loser. Look, if you say... Mod, what is your opinion on the matter? Omer offers to buy us Fear and Hunger, so I'll play it on stream. Look, it's hard for me to say no, but I will leave it up to you. I really leave it up to you, that this decision making. We might have one of them on Epic, we don't. Since when did they give out Fear and Hunger on Epic? I'm pretty sure we didn't. I wanted to play it myself, but I don't have the time. Oh. Look, Omer, you're coming over on Thursday, no? So let's talk about it on Thursday. What do you say? Yeah. Sure. Wait, there's a game that is similar to Fire Emblem. Star Control? Didn't you tell me about Star Control mod? Basically, Omer, let's talk about it on Thursday when you come visit us. It's on Thursday, right? And we'll talk about it then. But yeah, I think I said it on the previous stream and I'll say it again, and I'm not making anyone do it. If you really want me to play a game and you buy me a game, I'll put it at my top priority. I'm not going to say no if you buy me a game to play. However, I do prefer that you will donate the money to some children's charity instead of buying me a game. Unless you really want to spend money on me. I'm being as honest as I can. I think somebody else offered to buy me a game and said, "Lord, just donate it to a children's hospital or something." But yeah. We will talk about it. We'll talk about other things as well. Also, did you see the video I sent you about All Tomorrows? Because I'm really curious to know what you thought about it. Because I thought it would be your fault. Look, well, you have. I don't have any romantic things to say. I just love you. And I have a hunch that by talk you're going to just get on the computer and get it. Me begging isn't much of a talk. Okay. Look, let's skip it to Thursday. We're just playing, Have a Nice Death just to chill because last night boss was exhausting. Also, Mod, first of all, I don't feel the air conditioning. Do you feel it? Yeah. Secondly, what do you want to do about dinner? Yeah, I had a hunch you will like it. Look, if the author of the book said that video is better than the book itself, like... And this is more like lore reads of, like, really cool shit. Chop. Come on, get back to it. Yet another cold coffee. This machine clearly hates me. Could you bump some salary of you? I'm out of change. No, you've already taxed me too. Well, death. I do have that as gossip from Jocelyn, though, if you like. Can't see how it's going to get me a coffee, but go on. Tell me anyway. Also, how is Shaket doing? I didn't talk to her in quite a while. So it looks like Patrick's spreading his cold all over the place. Wherever he goes, they make him change clothes. Right down to his underpants. He's sick? Impossible, Harriet, you must have misunderstood. We're dead, you can't get sick. Hey, doesn't anyone have some salary to lend me for the coffee machine? How am I supposed to have a coffee break with no coffee? Let's try the industrial pollution again. Because I think the industrial pollution is easier than the other one. Splurty. When Gordon Grimes is dissatisfied with the Blobby or Petrol's performance, or if they are getting too dissident and not respecting his managerial advice, he doesn't suspend or even fire them. He literally recycles the problematic minion and turns them into a Splurty. She is really good, work is insane for her, but we will get back to normal in August. Amen. I just hope that she won't suffer some burnout because that's the worst. Colossi covered in a vile substance, petals are to blobbies what spokesmen are to ghosts, yet Grimes considers them to be hierarchically equivalent to the other minions in the pollution department. I'm the boss, I don't need to delegate. So tell her I said hi and that we miss her very much. Sure. Only if she's able. If she's busy, it's okay as well. Vitamana department. I can do walkie and fetch food unless you want rice bread or something. I leave it up to you. I was in charge of lunch, you're in charge of dinner. Up. There we go. Merci. Yes, give me all the moolah. But anyways, yeah, I saw someone play a game today that I really want to play. It's basically Fear and Hager, but in Slovakia. And it's all hand-drawn and it looks so good. It looks so good and the plot is just super ridiculous. I think you'll also like it. I forgot the name of it. Just look for Slovakian Fear and Hunger. Is it... No, you're talking about Termina. Hey Zina, how you doing? I'm not talking about Termina. I'm talking about somebody did a game inspired by Fear and Hunger, but it did it in Slovakia and it looks so good. It looks so silly. Yes, somebody did a Slovakian Fear and Hunger. It looks hilarious. And I really want to play it. I really want to play it. There we go. Industrial pollution is nonetheless the department that Patrick likes to give pride of place to when showing visitors around the company, and for good reason. He noticed that guests really enjoy sliding through the unused tubing, just like tourists at beach resorts playing on the water slides at the swimming pool. Only here you might find not all of you makes it to the end in one piece. That's all part of the fun though. Nevertheless, Death Inc. is a quite serious place where fun and laughter are very much frowned upon. I will eventually. But Omer wants me to also play the regular Fear and Hunger. So I guess we'll get there as well eventually. Because as I said, this game's just for today, unless you want me to play it again. It could be our one-off game. Oh, we finish a game and we have like one more stream that weekend? Yeah, let's play Have a Nice Death. X4H. Ow, 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 ow. So if I'm not answering, I'm trying to focus. Ow. There we go. Yeah, please, Fear and Hunger time. There is even a mod that senses all the nono bits with pinecons. Yeah, I've seen the mod. I don't like the mod. I think I saw Connor, Sidok VA played with the mod. Not a big fan of the mod. It just looks kind of weird, but we'll see about it. I guess my viewers just want to see me suffer. Everything for you, Booze. Uncontrollable production management mutagen. Some of the minions that roam the halls of the industrial pollution department may be even more monstrous than usual. This might be because of a non-negligible quantity of an extreme toxic substance was misplaced in 1959, known as Solution X4. It is a complex mix of fungal acid, oleum, and terrifying chemical X, formulated to achieve peak production capacity. Its secondary effect on cognitive ability can be measured by the volume of drool produced by a blobby after mistakenly ingesting X4. I don't think it was by mistake, but you know, potato, potato. Oh, sha! Of interest, let's go. You can keep bothering Osha. There we go. Whoop! Okay, I'm gonna get up and play some solo Ark. Had to eat like a third of the game to install it. Also, I never played Ark. Should I ever play Ark? I remember you starting to fight but never getting far, or am I mistaken, Mod? Oh. But maybe with the new card it will be easier to play, no? Hello. Master. R can be a lot of fun, but sometimes it drives me up a wall. I think it's the server's fault. Oh, I'm sorry. But I thought they did like a really big upgrade to the game, so maybe it's better. Bowling budget to play soul-crushing games, haha. I am here for your entertainment, even if it means I'll have to suffer. But I'm absolutely gonna play it with a playthrough by my side. Not that it's gonna matter, because things are just gonna kill me. Master, welcome home. You came just at the right time. Your wishes are my commands. You'll be well armed for combat. I don't report to the sorrows, and I only take orders from you, Master. Also, I'm not sure if you can still buy Ark Survival Evolved, the Decade-Old version, which would have been easier for PC to run. Like, Matty gave us a new card, so maybe it would be easier for a computer to run. I'm not the biggest fan of survival games, like just, you know, crafting and building. And what was that sound? Jacob, technical manager, associate blacksmith. Back when the time began, Dad forged his own scythe and enchanted it with his own skeletal hands. Over the course of his travels across the various planes of existence, he got to know Jacob, a monstrous kiln filled with molten lava. Jacob accepted Death's offer of a drink, and they started swapping trading cards. Jacob was pretty happy, since he had assumed he was the only nerd dorky enough to play 1,000 Legends of 1,000 Rings. Yeah, bully the badger, whatever makes you happy. Oh, wow, it's so cool to see you again, boss. What a nice surprise. I love Orville. Do you remember? The last time we met, I was really little, and you were, well... Anyway, work, so the sorrows have been getting bolder, but I've been working on some pretty cool stuff just for you. Orville, Junior R&D Operator. Orville has been here for a long time. His first job at Death Inc. was to shadow his great-great-uncle Jacob to learn the art of ancient blacksmithing. All in all, it was a bit of a failure. He couldn't figure out how to use the equipment, and the other employees at the company weren't always very kind with the enchanted teenage cauldron. You're here to learn the ropes, Jacob used to grumble at him. We're gonna fight! We're gonna fight Grimes! I love how derpy he looks. You just ruined my meetings! Guys like you make me puke! And why don't we talk about your strategy for pillaging the mortal plane? Your department is disgusting, Grimes, you. It's Mr. Grimes to you, you miserable old skeleton. Thank you, Mod. Remember, I used to be very good at this game. Ow. And we lost. Well, I can only play survival since survival ascended would probably explode my poor graphics card. Oh, and my Ark Motherland hasn't been added to survival ascended yet. Oh.
Welcome to the afterlife.
I'm making a diagram of the Well of Souls for my training report. It's there behind me. So, once the big boss, aka you, approves an application, the corresponding soul can be sucked into the well. I bet it tickles. Once it has arrived in the great beyond, the system can reissue its essence in the form of a salary for Death Inc.'s employees. Patrick suggested I add some little stars to really show that it's magic. Okay. I don't think we'll jump just straight to bread because I'm still rusty. And also, I did my thinking and decided that maybe going the long way is better to get more upgrades. Dynamite boss! What do you think this newfangled contraption is then? It's a wardrobe. Wow, so much enthusiasm, I like it. Yes, well, Orville and Muriel worked on it together. You can choose your side before you go to work. It's an easy way to vary your build, see? One thing to remember, each side has its own transformation, so you will need to check that with Orville in the control room. Well, Dynamite, yes, Dynamite. Thanks, Harriet. Okay, fine, we'll take the sickles. Even though it's not my preferred weapon. Oh, Mr. CEO, sir, I'm confused. I didn't hear you sneak up on me. I'm a creature that dwells in darkness, lit up by bioluminescence in a land where flyers don't exist. My motherland is on aberration. That sounds cool. You seem a little tired, Patrick. Yes, tired is the word for it. In fact, I might even say I'm exhausted, Mr. CEO, sir, between the never-ending flux of souls and your meeting with the souls that always end up coming to blows. I just can't take it anymore. Pardon me. Listen, about the souls, I'm working on it. Do it for Patrick, I guess. It's where I've learned how to play the game and where I've killed my first and only boss. Oh, you have warm dash from Shaked. Oh, we also miss her. I truly miss Shaked. August can't come faster, I'm telling you, man. Oh, a possum team. That's nice. That's cool. And up, and up. Thank you, thank you. Getting rich, y'all! That's it? I think I've gotten greedy. Let's go to the intriguing floor. Even though I'm never lucky with the intriguing floor. Oh! Okay, that was an easy one. Like a pro. Mr. Hang. That's lovely, that's lovely. Up. I'm girl bossing too close to the sun! But I still win. Bye, Mr. Hung. Also, Mr. Hung's fight is not as hard as the janitor, which we haven't unlocked yet, but the janitor is definitely a another fight. The invader Zim thing? I don't think so. Now, like, look, now that you say it, I won't be able to unhear it, but I don't think so. Oh. Yes, that was a good one. Any funnier and I would have wet myself. Come on, your turn, joke. Rumor, truth or dare? Rumor, so, actually, Patrick. So, hang on, Patrick smokes stews, and they make him bark like a dog. Come again? Oh no, hang on, it's Jerry. Well, I think so. So, rumor or joke? I don't understand what you're on about, Pump. Dun, dun. Bad. Don't get mad at me, boss. I didn't do anything this time. That's exactly right, Brad. The complete opposite of the ghost who do too much. Okay, now we just wait for him to die. No, no, no! Brett, no! There we go. I don't understand your reasoning. The ghosts work too much, I don't work enough, but I'm the one getting piled on. Too much rubber in the brain? Too bad. Try to remember what your job is, thank you. Just to make my stabby stabber harder. Make my stabbier. Oh, Osha! It's exhilarating. You can almost feel a sort of crystallized unease here. Cringe, as our young employees say. Cringe. So, as your coffee jet, I do hope you like it. You put something in it. I can tell by looking at it. You've played some silly prank. Alright, you got me. Since the boss got rid of the X4H, I thought it wouldn't do any harm to add a shot of it to your coffee to give you a little kick up the butt. No way! Impossible! Surely you didn't! Nah, I'm kidding. You should see your face. I've never seen you move so fast. Very funny. If you'll excuse me, I just have to go wring out my underwear. I wet myself laughing. You know, that actually did happen to Terry and Lucy in the mail department. Dun, dun. There's a little ghosty. Wait, there are a bunch of little ghosties. Is Patrick doing a tour? Nice. Now we just need to find the secrets. Any secrets? Secrets! Come out wherever you are. Ah, misclick! Secrets, anywhere secrets. By the Badger, if you ever feel like checking out ARC, then say so and we can run co-op or host a server, since most of them aren't too expensive. Oh, okay. Again, haven't decided, but I guess all you want to see me is to suffer, which I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying myself. Give me the moolah. Also, give me secrets. Badger wants secrets. 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 Come out, wherever you are. What's wrong? Odd. Love. Honey. Biden quit? Wait, for real? Who is going to run instead of him? Kamala? Holy shit, if he suffers, then Victor is that much sweeter. I agree. It goes well with the last night's stream. Honestly, I think I became a Souls fan. Oh, do you know what's the best part of Biden quitting? I won't have to listen to my mother anymore. Honestly, I don't... Yeah, apparently, Mod is reading the news right now. Apparently, Biden quit. I have no opinion about it because I'm not American. However, the only thing I'm gonna get is some peace and quiet every time I visit and call my mom. Which I call it a W in Badger's book. Apparently. So what are we eating with the rice? Can you put seaweed in mine? Because I think we have more seaweed. But yeah, let's keep the political talks not here. If you want, you can discuss it on Discord. But yeah. Just think how happy Badger is that she can go to her family dinner without wanting to fucking shoot herself in the face. But I mean, he had COVID, so I guess it had to do with it. In a video game, you shoot I'm gonna Persona 3 myself. Ooh. And we don't want Badger to Persona 3 herself. Thank you, Mod. I'll try to navigate how to eat it. Seaweed! God, seaweed is so good. Fucking love seaweed. You know what we should try next time we're in the supermarket? Getting rice paper. We can do some real cool shit with rice paper. Oh, no. Wow, I was starving. I was genuinely starving. Yum. I missed one. Can I get health, please? Lima. Oh, I died just as soon as I activated my special. Oh, that sucks.
Welcome to the after.
Ah, nice to see you again, boss. Harriet reminded me to stay at your side because you're having burnout, and she told me it can be really difficult, maybe even a bit dangerous. Anyway, I can give you a hand making it if you want. I've taken cooking classes. So, don't worry, whatever burnout is, I love challenging your recipes. I'll help. I love pumpkin. They're so perfect. Burnout. We would like to believe, like pumpkin, that burnout is a sort of insane spice-packed cooking recipe. Sadly, not. Corporate burnout, such as that suffered by death, is more akin to a giant Imamura-style wave that crashes over you, leaving you exhausted, overwhelmed, and completely drained. It's the feeling of being trapped in a giant hamster wheel that never stops turning. Interspersed with never-ending meetings, unrealistic deadlines, and unmet expectations. It is a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion brought on by prolonged stress. And an absence of control at work that even the most supercharged employees, such as Harriet, may end up feeling. Yum, 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 yum. I just need to get the twinsy. If I get the twinsy, I will run this game so much faster. So moving on to the incident of the fossil fuel reserve explosion, boss. Whatever that mutant bell really full of. Should I answer as the head of the company or as a cosmic entity? Oh, I would love to hear both. It's full of mistakes, or things that will make us regret everything. It's interchangeable. Yum, yum, yum. Twinsy! Oh, it's my favorite. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good to be back, old friend. Hello, Patty! Feeling good? Of course you feel good. Yeah, have a nice death and have a nice day too. Why, hello, I'm here in front of you. Oh yeah, sorry Harriet, I'm still half asleep and I thought you were a customer. I know it's not contagious, but seeing the show in the state is a little depressing. That's why why at lunch we're doing strength and balance training, Patty. I'll show you how I knock out burnout. I don't know, if it was me, I would burn out even faster. I love this weapon so much. Up. Merci. No, 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 no. Bad books. Bad books. Stabby stab. The Slayer. Slayer feels evil. Oh wait, I exchanged the wrong weapon! Shit! I want to keep the claw. Ah, fuck me. Oh well, we'll find a different magic. Thank you. Okay, I'm taking a 2-second break and I'll be back in a jiffy. And we are back. Um. That's a very deep hole. Also, that's what she said. That's what he said. That's what they said. That was said by somebody. I mean, I don't need it, but I will take it. Oh, this guy is a strong one. I would say he's even stronger than Brad. Yeah, I definitely think he's stronger than Brad. What do we have? Cheese? Oh. Don't forget some seaweed. It's mukbang, but without the disgusting faces. Oh, boss, I didn't want to worry you. I know it's not how we do things here, but there's a weird rumor going around the company. You know, I keep my ears open, wink wink. It would appear that Jerry has been telling everyone he takes mud baths behind the screen. But you see, boss, when I say it like that, it doesn't seem to mean anything. I'm pretty good at cryptography, though, remember. It's a bit like the monkeys in the rocket. That was the phrase that triggered the Cold War. That's history, boss. Press X to doubt, I guess? Hey, Brad. Subdue the Pyrogo, subdue the staff, subdue the gargoyle who is making a fool of me. Ah! You act like you're overworked and not right in the head. But hey, we all know you're a compulsive liar. Brad, you're gonna die. whip. And bread down. No, seriously, boss, I didn't mean it like that. We'll get back to work soon, I promise. No, get back to work right now. No compromises. Phew. Breathe. Everything will be okay. Will it? Finish dinner and we'll continue. Yum, yum, yum. And don't forget to stay hydrated, y'all. Just don't need to not go to the hamburger world. Yeah, that's it. We just need to not go to the food world. And then this curse means nothing to us. Hey, I was just on my way to meet Pump when I happened to bump into Will Hang's latest victim. It looks like the boss managed to set him free. George. Huh? No, I'm Orville. Completely different pronunciation. No, my friend George is the guy you're talking about. I'm glad Hang has released him because I need him to help me pull some minions from the toxic mood oppressing department. Toxic mood oppressing department. The toxic food processing department, you mean? Yes, well, mood oppressing. It was a joke. Humor, you know, stress relief, laughter, comedic effect. I hydrate. Thank you for the pet, Sam. How you doing, my friend? How you doing, buddy? Yes, give the badger the pets. Give the badger all the pets. Oh my, that's a bit unnecessary. Jerry might be a bit wound up, but you can hardly accuse him of behaving like an animal. It's a bit much. It's both, Sam. It's always both. All right then. I wasn't aware of that, Claude. My apologies. I'm surprised to hear it. Jerry never wants to take part in costume parties, but each to his own. We all have our little eccentricities, after all. It's not that embarrassing. Take me for example. I like to wear perfume on my... I like to wear perfume. There you have it. That's really all you need to know. No. Ooh. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you. Badger was indeed gaming. Yeah, Badger was gaming. Badger was playing the video games. Badger is gamer girl. Badger. I got back to dueling. Ooh, really? I never managed to get to any modern Yu-Gi-Oh game. I like the 5Ds games for the DS. And I like the PS1 games. I think I even played a couple of PS2 games of Yu-Gi-Oh! But never really managed to vibe with the newer ones. I guess it's too many rules. At this point, it's too many rules for yours truly.
Yu-Gi-Oh 5 nuts.
I don't think it works, but chat. You could try Master Duel. I played Master Duel as well. I played all free Yu-Gi-Oh games. I didn't vibe with them. Again, it's too many rules. And too many cards and too many things, and I'm not. And I'm already pretty shit at deck building. I just like looking at the pretty pictures, honestly. Yeah, I think I tried dueling. I think I just... Again, you know, we had this conversation a while ago that there are like games that are clearly not for me. In them is like 90% of the farming game industry. And I do think that Yu-Gi-Oh is also... Again, I like pretty pictures. Just give me the pretty pictures. I like looking at the pretty pictures. Chicho, what are you doing? What are you doing, Chaos Cat? Chaosing all around. But I guess since people want to see me suffer playing difficult games, maybe a Yu-Gi-Oh stream will be in the future. Who knows? not doing to cash money! The squishy sound of the spike ball. Yeah, it's very not squishy. I mean, what else am I supposed to create if not black holes? Give me something good. Honestly, a break room would be amazing. Or we'll go to Mr. Osha. We love Mr. Osha. Okay, have fun, mod. Ah, thank you, Sam. I really appreciate you, my friend. Slowly and carefully, we're becoming bigger and stronger. Nobody can avoid the badger. Please don't avoid the badger. Badger needs attention. Like I'm always needing attention. Badger would genuinely be sad if she stops getting attention. Exactly. Like, not an ego monster, Badger just really likes compliments. Don't tell me you don't like compliments, Sam. Okay, let's go. Let's kill Grimes. I have only half HP. You know, boss, all we need is for the rights to be signed over. Never. Face it, you can't even fight back. Still, don't believe that I'm the strongest? Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Are you saying that Badger is waifu material? I thought maybe adding redeems for different hats. If I'm not gonna lie. But do you think badgery is a waifu material?
Welcome to the afterlife.
Thank you, Maud. Look, if you watch me, there is always a chance that you're a furry. Boss! I updated the playlist that's been playing on loop in the office 5 to 5. Nothing like a bit of Eurodance to motivate the troops. Boss! You have to listen to this, it's unbelievable! Another rumor, no doubt. I'm listening. There is a rumor going around that Jerry is planning to hand out flyers to encourage people to join the union. The idea is to use trained monkeys to distribute the flyers, and while they're doing that, they will fire rockets into your office to create a diversion. In my office, monkeys, flyers. Yeah, alright, if you say so. I can tell by the look on your face that you don't believe me. I always get my info from a reliable source, boss. I have my ear to the ground. You know, Jocelyn, I like you. But when I said your gossip addiction was nothing to worry about, well, perhaps I need to reconsider. Be careful that it doesn't go to your head. I said no shame in being a fairy. Whatever makes people happier. Huh. Happy holidays, Mr. CEO! I think I'm about to explode with excitement! The tinsel, the glitter, oh, I love end-of-year parties! I notice you've already unwrapped your Secret Santa thuggins. What did you get? Yes, my Secret Santa. I got a lovely photo of Tony Osha in a little pink frame with kittens on it. That's it. I want it! To be honest, you look disappointed. Absolutely not. It's just, surprised, Mr. CEO, so that's all. Surprised. But it's Christmas! Happy holidays! Oh yeah, I think if we change the decor, we can change the events of the game. What do we have down here? Solary! Billy size. Equipment storage. Oh, Harriet. You have a gift. Oh, at least I know where I stand with you, Harriet. From the look on your face, your Secret Santa was also a disappointment. Yeah, boss, well, I'm appalled. I thought I would at least get something to match my personality. Something dynamic. What did you get? A pair of tasselled leggings that are 2 sizes too big? That would have been an improvement, but no. Pump gave me slippers. Slippers, boss. Do I look like a couch potato? Like someone who spends their weekend lounging in front of Netflix? Unbelievable. So 0 out of 20 this year, but I'm not giving up yet. My fight against end of year apathy is only just beginning. You're going for a walkie as well? Okay. Have fun, mod. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that looks like a cool magic. A little trick. It actually make Mr. Clean easier to defeat. Ah, god damn it. I love how you have a run that you're doing very, 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 very well, and then you die to the stupidest shit.
Welcome to the after.
Thank you, Pyroli. Usefulness of a thing makes said thing useful, as determined by its properties. Phew, that was hard. I'm Keep the pants coming. What's from, Queen? Das Kapital? It's not your Secret Santa gift. Yep, boss, it's a big book, isn't it? Pierre gifted it to me. He even wrote a little note inside. It's a great gift. I love big books, but I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. I'm still only at the beginning. Okay, mod, have fun. And I'm struggling to get my head around it. The value of merchandise is determined by the quantum of work. What's a quantum, boss? It's amount that, well, anyway, happy holidays, Queen. Excellent book work, by the way. Yeah, there is a whole subplot in the game that we're union busting. And by union busting, we're trying to convince them not to unionize, and then we just give in to their demands. Happy holidays, boss, and all that comes with it, of course. Best wishes, dearest Jocelyn. Radiant as ever, but with a renewed spark. It's all due to the Secret Santa gift I got from Patrick Thines. He had the wonderful idea of gifting me a premium subscription to Closer to Death magazine. I've already devoured the double feature on end of year parties. I'm loving it. But yes, excellent idea, yes, indeed. What a catastrophe. Have you heard the latest news? The Queen of England caused a right stir to just cancel her death. And what do you think? It was all about Some silly hat, boss. A hat. She thought she would get her own way. You know this game was made in 2022. Before the queen died. Which, just like that other thing that happened today, I found out in the middle of my stream. I have a track record with streams. Lindsay! My favorite. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present the Art of Death Inc. Don't pay too much attention to the vast piles of paperwork lying around. They are mostly just for decoration. The goal is to create an environment that is conducive to completing administrative tasks. If looking around these offices makes you want to die of boredom, it means it's working. Okay, now we just need to find one hidden room in this department. I love my twinsies. My child. Oh. Hopefully this intriguing floor won't be too difficult. Please don't be too difficult. That was kinda easy. Yo, that's nice. This is actually very nice. Solitary Prismian department. Oh! Right, I don't have to tell you what we're doing here, do I? It's time for regular bathroom break. I strongly recommend you take one while you have the chance. It's a long tour, and unfortunately at the moment the Hall of Eternity is the only floor of company with working toilets. So if you do have a call of nature to answer, it's now or never, if you'll pardon my French. There we go. And we got a magic. It's a good one. It does little lightning bolts. You. I need a secret. Where are all the secrets? Mr. Clean. We will kill him. I will kill Mr. Clean. I will do it. Eventually, I'll do it. Any secrets? Secrets, please, secrets. Boom! Boom! Who cleaned who? Who cleaned who? Yes, it was I. I did the cleaning. I did the cleaning. I am the cleaner now. Thank you, Mod. Oh, my, careful when you go on break, boss. Harriet is referring competition to see who's the biggest coffee drinker between Jerry and Joe. It's too much excitement for me. I don't know who to cheer for. Brad? Oh, that's so lame. You know, at other companies, the boss dresses up as Santa Claus and hands out cool gifts. Do you also think that's a reasonable request to make, just like that, right off the bat? I don't know, it's Christmas though, ain't it? Perhaps I should knock some values into you. Okay. Come on. No, no, whoop! There we go. Okay, how about this? I will think about donning a Santa suit when you decide to get on with the job I hired you to do, deal? So does that mean there will be a presents or not? Yes, a block on non-violent communication, just for you. That sucks. That's so cute. It's like, it's the regular design of Death, but somehow he's cuter. Is that a Secret Santa gift? I'm quite surprised to see you taking part. It must be some sort of mistake. Clearly a misunderstanding. Harriet meant to gift me this thing to someone else. What's it called? A fidget spinner? What a joke! Why not a frisbee? Shh. The rumor has it that you actually enjoy this sort of childish toy. After all, you have been caught playing with yo-yos in the past, old boy. That's it, of course. A baseless rumor. Your depression is causing your mind to play tricks on you. You're catastrophizing. In the meantime, thank you, but I have more important things to do than make small talk about the holidays. What's going on now? Oh, the bread boss. The competitors are staying sharp. They're weighing each other up. And we're off! The 18th edition of the coffee rally has just begun! Jerry's off to a strong start with a Robusta. But he's not the only one with something brewing. Joe's taking a shot of cappuccino. Oh yes, this meeting of champions is promising to be even more brutal than last year. So it's a fight that Math Clown is looking for, is it? Come on, Jerry. The purpose of an end-of-year party is for us all to have a good time together. How about less grumbling and more holiday spirit, eh? Go tell that to Joe and his awful Secret Santa gift, boss. Honestly, it's scandalous. Really, it looks to me he got you a lovely t-shirt. What's the matter? On it is printed forever second and sucking at the coffee rally. He's trying to get a rise out of me. It's shameful. I'm telling you, boss, I know exactly where to shove my holiday spirit. I'll make him choke on his data. I'm glad to see that people are getting along in my company. Oh, hey. Happy holidays and all the best wishes to you. We're all in an all expanded and sad mood. Oh really? At least one person pleased with their Secret Santa. What did you get? I tried to print a teapot for Orville in cork. In cork? Yes, there was no worries. It's bound to leak as soon as I feel it, but it's the thought that counts, and Orville left a lovely note inside. I still don't understand why anyone would make a cork teapot, but if you're pleased with it, that's all that matters. Yeah, that's why I love Joe. He's super chill. Some healing would be lovely. I found the secret room. I found the secret room. Secret, 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 secret. I mean, I hope for some healing or upgrades, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Let's get going. Yeah, left. You'll see what's left of officers 105 to 146, which got crushed in the nuclear waste compactor. Yes, can I say that a guy? Sorry, but I can take off my nose clip. I've got a very sensitive chest. Let's continue our visit. I've got a wicked headache. That was a hard one to read. Wait. this way? Can I have... No. No healing? No healing. No healing for Badger. Okay. I'll take it. I'll manage. Welcome to the afterlife. That was easy. I'm getting good at that. Let's heal up a bit. How's your walkie? Oh, maybe take a cold shower? I'm also gonna finish soon. When I die next time. Ow. Goodness! Nope, nope. No, this. There we go. Secret, 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 secret. The thing with secrets, it's not on walls. It's also can be on the floor. So just walk around looking for the little key. That maybe you'll unlock a secret. I still remember there was a time I played a game and my secret was anima. It was basically the one anima I spent, I got it back. Like, I don't know how they generate the secrets, but damn, that was kinda meh. Can I have some coffee? Please give me coffee. Birds. Murray of crows. A cool one. Okay, for healing. It's basically the thunder, but better. The shop. Ye old shop. May the gods let us kill Mr. Grime. I've decided to learn from your example, boss. Ah, finally some good news. That's just what I like to hear during the festival season. For Christmas this year, I'll be giving my minions a 0.0018% increase on the individual performance-based bonuses. Oh yes, it's like an incentive to make them work even harder. I get the idea. Oh. Come on, where is he gonna spawn this way? No, fuck! I was so close! I was so close. I love the Santa that is hanging from the ceiling. It's just hanging there menacingly. Tinsel, Christmas trees, turkey, ham, red tablecloths. Out of inspiration, Reverend? Looks like the holidays aren't really your thing. She is never out of inspiration. She has simply been left unsettled by the clear lack of taste of her mysterious Santa Claus gift. Actually, it's secrets. Oh, never mind. What did you get? She received a copy of the Guide to the 21st Century Artistic Avant-Garde from Jocelyn. What's the problem? That sounds right up your street. You should be flattered. But the book doesn't mention me. No article, not even a short item dedicated to Muriel the Reverend. This absurd guide has clearly written by ludicrous Philistines. I think she likes it. I think she might like the guide. And the thing in the jar on his desk is vintage. Let's hear it for Pump Queen, our admirable intern, for the presentation of Mr. CEO Sir's office. So, even though we are not supposed to be in here. Come on, let's see if this papery oasis to get some paperwork out of our own undone. Follow me. Okay, I think we'll call it a stream. It was a one-off. Unless you want to see me play that again, we can also use it for any time we are out of the game to play. Since it's a weekend and whatever. How many people are we? Only 2. So we'll just end the stream. I don't know what we'll stream next time. Maybe Dungeons of Fear and Hunger? Maybe Darkest Dungeon? I don't know. Don't know. Haven't decided. We will see. You know me. I do those decisions like last minute. Anyways, thank you for coming. Thank you for talking. Thank you for being amazing. I love all of you, and I'll see you all on Friday. Bye bye.